you serious? Okay. Sorry.
What?
I was told the recording was going, and then I just moved to double check. Apparently it fucking wasn't, useless bastard. It's fully recording now.
Well, it's okay, so we got a stream. Anyway.
That's fair. Anyway.
She seems to have drawn a picture of questioning the gate on the south side.
Was there before was apparently installed before my arrival. Meant for unsavory elements that are outside. Or outside anyway. But judging from apparent threats of people apparently trying to break in alongside explosive drones, well, not our kind of drone, I assume. I would hope. Probably those relatively archaic full propeller type drone. So apparently other unsavory elements. Well, considering the size of the sky above, or at least between this layer and apparently an extra city plate. As far as I'm told, constructing a large bunker would be inefficient. So a gate works just fine. As far as I am told, heavy tungsten hinges. Or at least it's made of at least enough tungsten to be quite a heavy thing to move. So at the very least, we need not worry so much about something breaking in. Hopefully, we'll be able to sort of sort things out. I will not lie, I have not seen a drone that's been afraid to use their systems. Why is that?
She pulls out the old drawing from last time they spoke of the roll select screen looking thing, and points to the navigator yet again.
I start working here and
I
you
see.
suit.
They're not meant to be. Not meant to be using our systems, I'm assuming. Or not used to.
I could get one of those, what do they call it? Things around the neck.
Or is there something different about your programming?
I don't know what they call
You
it.
did say yourself you're a prototype of the Generation 2.
She attempts to illustrate that she doesn't use doesn't have a need to use the systems very often. They're very sporadic and spread out.
I see. Especially in comparison to pilot and other roles. I see. So you have a natural nervousness of what your systems can do? Or a fear that you would accidentally harm a teammate, or here, in this case.
Tired. Like feeling.
I see. We can work on that. We can work on that. Artemis and Void have been working to assist me in restoring my systems. If nothing else, they can also attempt to assist you. You, well, you're a boon to me. For if your code is still functional, then they can cross-reference that with mine and see what needs replacing, rather than, for lack of a better term, jury-rigging code together so that we could do this.
Yeah, sorry.
Very well.
Holy crap, what a day. By the way,
Everything happening at once outside, I'm assuming.
It's been 1
Yep.
hour.
I know.
Very
God, do I
unfortunate.
know. Anyway,
We've simply been discussing.
do have something that may help her communicate if she wants it. But that's up to them.
She currently has a note. She's currently been given a notepad that apparently has 1,000 pages.
I've got a little bitty device I like to call a screen deck. It's essentially a little gaming device, but on it, it has a chat function. So you can type things out. That's up to you.
Typing
Use it to
does
access the internet, play video games, all that little stuff.
typing does not have the issues of handwriting, thankfully. Think of it as an alternate option.
That's fine. Nah, don't worry about it. They considered that, but they're good.
I see.
I don't blame them. That's fine.
That
Besides,
is alright. I do feel as though I need access to communications, naturally, so I could be willing.
here. You can borrow it. I keep at least one of these little buggers on me at any given time. It looks like a PSP.
Rather archaic looking, but will make work.
I like the classic look rather than the modern. Touch screens are annoying.
Also a difference in time period.
Just in physical construction, it's more modern than you think.
I see. Very well then. Thank you very much, Artemis.
Yep, no problem.
I see.
That's all I ask, man. You take care of yourself, okay?
Well. Goodness. I know I'm the only other Generation 2 drone you've seen, but you need not bond with me. At least, not to the extent of a newborn. After all, by technicality, you are my elder.
You gonna be fine for a minute?
He attempts to illustrate that there's not really many ways she can say thanks.
Fair enough. After all, I know the nature of weight distribution. It wouldn't be reasonable to expect you to bow every time. Well, in either case, you're welcome. If nothing else, you've got safety and solace. Yes. I do as well. Frankly, I'm enjoying this place more than I think I ever enjoyed Copenhagen. Things have grown quiet. Let's see.
Hey, you guys take donations?
Oh, let's get you out in the coolant.
Did you say something? No.
And if you ever meet a kobold on the street, they're trying to rob you, you show them the card, they'll leave you alone. And if they don't leave you alone, tell me and I'll kill them with, I'll personally kill them. With crowbar.
You're next. You're next.
I'll do that after I set them on fire.
Excuse me.
Just let us do it.
Excuse me.
We'll do it in the most kobold way possible. With 500-year-old butane and for some reason a hollowed-out mini nuke.
I mean,
Better.
I've already witnessed
Don't
the
worry.
side effects of a man drinking alone yesterday, so...
That's good. Then you're more under par than I am.
Sounds delicious. Can I have some?
Certainly. But oh well.
I drink coolant on a daily basis.
Possibly a difference in our model makes. Even if we disregard the prototype angle.
They were able to survive, but they were...
Is the cafe door open and I'm just looking at it wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
It's open.
Thank you.
If nothing
Is it
else,
open still?
you're cooled down now. You're not at
Yeah.
risk of an overheat.
Yes, okay, thank you.
And at least here we need not worry of the sun.
But, no, he started, like, tweaking out, and started screaming about how he drunk the nectar
Winter
of the
and
gods.
rot.
And he hopped onto a wrecked car and then started, like, fucking just going nuts with that.
That's an
Strange.
idiot.
Yeah, but, no, I don't even know. Like, I don't know if I could survive drinking bromine, and imps have got a really fucking stout, like, indigestion.
I eat metal for, I literally eat metal. And anything I can pick up off the floor.
I could probably, like, snort, like, 10 pounds worth of cocaine and it would fucking face me.
We're not exactly garbage
Some might have some.
disposals.
No.
But we do have scrapyards to make use of in case you...
Alright, we also got
Need your
fentanyl.
regeneration to
We
have
use the
material.
fentanyl sealing trap. It's oddly effective.
Yeah, that shit still wouldn't do anything to me.
The nature of you...
Yeah, no, what we do is we put it in the floorboards and we make it like a really highly concentrated version of it now. And then when people walk on a threshold, it goes into some vents and it clears the entire
Tell you
room.
what.
Most humanoids hit the ground within like...
I haven't had a need since I have actually had ingestion of oil recently. Yeah. In case you feel the hunger.
Fentanyl's like stupidly strong.
The flavor stick. I've been storing it in my armband and you can too.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's like a super addictive, highly, like, immensely strong thing.
If nothing else, that'll at least
On a person with cybernetics.
alleviate.
It worked on them too.
At the very least, the coolant at least gets rid of that issue.
We robbed someone's lab. We took all of their equipment. By took all of their equipment as we kind of stole their entirety of their drug stuff.
Yeah. I really shouldn't have been surprised.
They were peddling drugs where they shouldn't
Goodness.
have been peddling drugs. And some weird old
Goodness,
lady
Mr.
just
Charles
tried
is-
to get rid of them. So we got rid
Must
of
have
them.
caught one in his...
Most
Must have accidentally tried to swallow a bit due to how hard she's coughing.
Where the kobold warehouse is in Palace. we have
Certainly
some
looks like the
residents who live
situation near
around
the
it.
gate has
And then
calmed.
we have some people that own the houses,
Good.
some people that don't. And they'll come to us if they have an issue and we'll deal with the issue. Keep the community safe.
We can briefly take a
Safe.
look,
And the bad people out.
and if needs be, we
Kobolds
can
don't go to
relay.
jail.
Okay. But briefly comment.
He opened this doorway, so there's no ranged threats anymore.
Yes.
Don't shoot it out.
I am reasonably assuming situation is nominal here.
You would think. I don't trust it.
Better to remain on guard.
Yes.
Once we've gotten a long period of calmness, then you may stand down.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll happen anytime soon.
Well, we are willing to open the gates. Always at least best to be sure in case anyone tries to slip in.
Is it your brand of fun?
Oh. I let my leader out, so to speak. Oh well.
Sacrifices for. Are you trying to get someone's attention?
Yes.
If the hunts wind up playing out, I might wind up asking you for help.
The small one definitely has the right idea. He's got the survival instinct.
Yeah, for one, I'm glad that I did not go to that because I don't really have the ability to fight at the moment all that well, and yeah, I heard things were really in the fucking thing.
Situation at the gate appears to be nominal.
Yeah.
Smaller one with the tail appears to be remaining in high tension, which
I have a very specific question for this one. Have people made it a habit to try and help you when you didn't ask or impose it upon you? Because I notice you're very skittish when it comes to that. No offense.
I didn't even have to ask. I just know.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think they should leave that gate open and only close it when someone is adequate.
I know how people can be in the metaverse. So that's why I asked.
And so a sniper jumps and shoots someone.
plus you've only been
Sorta,
here for
kinda.
about a few days.
Okay. Yeah, it's a trust thing. You'd like to trust people before you accept their help. So I am the only reason I offer is because, well, I mean, it's my job.
And I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, the one with the yellow lights.
I have many reasons for wishing to assist at the very least, though none of them selfish. Well, okay, one is selfish. Self-preservation, sustenance, etc.
How are your oil levels, by the way? Actually, I need to ask both of you that.
Mine are nominal.
Yeah. You're good on oil? Okay. You're fine.
After a man by the name of Hank managed to bring back a bottle of motor oil, that has worked just fine.
never said his name around JW, you
Oh.
fucking idiot.
Never mind. We work on that.
Okay.
Red goggled man at least handed me a bottle of motor oil, and that's been able to keep me going.
Okay, that's good.
I doubt it will be as long as the multi-grade bucket I managed to obtain from Waterfront's garage. Or at least one of the garages, it seems. But it'll suffice.
Alright, no problem.
This business has been going pretty good. I'm making.
One thing I found is that if I get a crab, I can put a small hole in it.
This is kind of wrong to me.
I mean,
So I usually have to kind of break
their
up the
creature comforts, especially reasonably priced ones in the middle of a war zone.
I confess I've only been outside of the gate once
Days are kind of just around things.
at this stage.
Other than the busy
I will not lie. I won't lie, were it not for the rest of my systems being offline or non-operational, I would venture outside much more often. But as it stands, I feel I'm not sure how the worker drones could live so confined feeling. Is that what this feeling is? Confinement?
Our budget fluctuates by
Let me know if you ever need anything. Good idea. I know it's not your speed, but
It's not a bunker door, obviously, but
sometimes it can get a little tight, and other times
it also need not be.
we own the bank. So
Nice.
I totally didn't accidentally press a button I shouldn't have pressed. It's fine, everything's good.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. Didn't happen.
Just drawing a picture of a lot more enclosed space.
Not as
Let's
yet.
just say that's confinement.
Not to that degree, obviously.
I'll have like a fuck on my schizophrenia meds or something.
I mean, obviously, if I had access to my wings, I would at least be able to go a lot more places. Staying on the ground leads to a lot more restrictions, we shall say. As much as I mislike the appearance of the wings, with their mildly devilish appearance, they were at least functional. Apologies.
basically it's like you make a cappuccino, or a latte, where it's like half.
Much as I wish to help, I don't think don't think it would be nice for me to simply stand around accidentally looking like a creature.
And then the caramel adds extra sweetness. It tastes way better than sugared coffee.
I'm so sorry. Am I aware of that? That actually sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of like how like the difference between a cappuccino and a latte is like how frothed it is.
Though I do realize the fortunateness of us. With the nature of a city, we are constantly in concealed carry. I think the only thing we technically open carry is our tails. Presumably, at least with you, you can at least disable the injection. I don't think I have been able to yet. But at least now that I've gotten the neutralizing solution working, I need not worry about keeping it covered.
Yeah, that tastes pretty good. Yeah, I work for Visitor Cleanup Detail. We just kind of do a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I've heard about you guys. Yeah, the actual bodies themselves usually get cleaned up around here, at least in this area, because everyone wants the bodies. But all the extra bits, not much body left to pick up. Especially in this area.
At the very least, the lack of urgency in the area does indicate the lack of ranged threats. Oh, Cupcake. I'm assuming you're pointing to the larger one. Yes, he did surprise me with his appearance at first, I will admit. He also doesn't like being called Mister. His choice, not mine. Were I more sarcastic, I would have started calling him Sir instead. But I'm not that passive-aggressive. Knowing our kind, we're more active-aggressive, aren't we? The passiveness is usually reserved for squad mates. Odds are good your squad mates are still alive. After all, you weren't a navigator alone, that would be slightly pointless. At least here you can still be a navigator. At the very least I'm mapping out problem areas. At the very least once both of us, once I have my wings as well. And you're more comfortable bringing them out.
We actually sell it. Oh, more money. If the people are... Oh, sure. How much for fresh bodies?
At the very least, this area is a lot getting used to. But, well, if a pilot can get used to it, so can a navigator. I wouldn't like to call myself a finished model against a prototype. After all, you definitely don't seem unrefined. Only small oh goodness. I did not mean it like that, see? Most bodies are perfect in the eyes of the Lord. Some have unfortunate mutations, but they manage to, or are born with the devil's image, but they try to still contribute to communities such as Cupcake and Miss Rin. While we may be called devils from the skies, currently we're on the ground. And I don't think it would be fair for people to call us devils. Not after what I've already done to the place. That too. Fortunately, it is but a symbol. It doesn't convey any actual power. At least, not the same kind of power as our firearms. That would be amusing. No. Perhaps if I really wish to, considering apparently magical elements are in place in this land.
How's it going? I'm gonna watch this now. How long is it gonna take for the people to do their jobs? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
No, she's already going for it.
Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi. So about 15 Mississippi. That's funny.
I'd say they started actually. I'd say that Miss started actually double checking around 5 Mississippis.
Keeping the counts like, you know, flat even.
Around like 100. What? 150 per body. So that's usually the start point. The male
facetious, yeah.
Just a tad. Just a wee bit.
You know, I was open for
I
a
mean,
while before
who
you
knows?
got back as well.
Maybe I
Yeah.
could imbue this cross with actual strength.
You want to know the real fun part? You know how I can really be this bad for you?
That's what?
That would be nice, but it's not as though angels have a habit of coming down here.
That disappeared.
Thanks, tracking. There we go. Just looking for a quieter spot. Or just taking a look around. Very well. Let us then. Or at least the area seems to have multiple spots for congregation. That area ostensibly seems to have the air of a small arena, possibly for mock practice. Seems to also be a loading bay, anyway, labeled as a loading zone already, so likely where the area gets its name already. Plenty of space for vehicles, if nothing else. Alongside the... I hesitate to call it a runway, it's too small for it. Not sure. Someone's looking after them. I do not know. As far as I'm aware, that building over there is where the rust buckets have a habit of residing. Where they seem to leave their music playing. Very good question. I think we can safely ignore it. Actually, no, I can work with it. Don't tell me another. No, they're all fine. Don't think that was a null error. If it was, it might have been me trying subconsciously to create to utilize a system that's not functional currently. I see.
God damn, this table's bright.
Fucking bright as hell table. To be fair, there are lights directly overhead. Goodness. I remember drones saying that our chassis had the same color as snow. This is brighter. In fairness, there are lights. Due to our frequent fluctuations in temperature, I doubt snow had stuck to us. least, if I were to at least get a firearm, I ever want to physically hold or get the weapon system online again, I can at least assist more directly. Plus, we are outside of JC Jensen's jurisdiction, meaning if needs be, we can modify ourselves without risk of reprimand. I believe down that way is simply down that direction leads to the simple train station that connects to other districts alongside a scrapyard. Not quite. I sincerely doubt we can. I sincerely doubt we'd ever. Even if corporations are able to churn out an endless amount of synthetics or whatever drone they would call drones, I sincerely doubt we'd be able to create such a monstrosity as that again. Attempting to reach them via corpse piles. What were they thinking? Need not negatively reminisce.
She's been walking around like this for fucking ages now.
You still have concerns. To open the areas, isn't it? Sexy.
Sorry, sounds like a double call.
Yes.
Yo, what's up?
No, by all means. I am well. I've gotten an infusement of oil at the very least, so I should be capable. Hello. Have you been well since last I spoke with you? Oh, come now, I'm already not exactly... I'm not exactly a demon,
Why not?
is it? Oh, come now, it's not like I'm going to officiate. We need an actual church for it.
I don't really believe in God.
You need not to. The light of the Lord shines regardless. After all, light still shines down here.
I just think that for something to be a god, it has to, be invulnerable, and everything can be killed if you're strong enough or try hard enough, so nothing's really a god.
I see.
There's certainly some really, really powerful things out there. Even inexplainable things, but nothing that can't be killed one way or another.
In that case, it's simply a measure of finding a method.
Not that I'm going after anything that claims itself to be a god.
I would prefer not.
Well, right now, anything I'm after is down here.
I am simply the will of the Lord. Or at least try to follow his light.
Hey, I mean, who knows where life will take me if I survive long enough.
That's the key metric, however. You must survive for it.
Well, I don't have to survive. If I die in combat, I think that's plenty fun and the perfect way to go out.
No fruit honorable battle then.
I just don't want to die some boring way like old age or in a hospital.
I do not want to think. I do not like to think about my potential perishment.
It comes for everyone one day. Entropy is an unstoppable force of the universe.
I do recall a couple of drones actually trying to call themselves a force of entropy. Foolish they are.
As far as I'm concerned, the best thing to do is to do everything that you want to do, or at least as much of it as you can before you're gone.
That's good. That's much better. Though I know I may be barred from the gates of the Lord's land, I at least endeavor to at least guide the faithful to salvation. Make sure the light manages to reach as many people as possible. Even those heathens beyond the gate. Oh. Which friend? I was looking for another of my kind for the sake of aiding the nature of repairing my systems. And as it stands, I have. Yes.
Honestly, if I'm going to any afterlife, I think hell would be better for me. I really like fighting, and hell's constant conflict from what I've heard.
From what I know, it's more torment than anything. That's alright.
I have some friends who've been there. It's more of a constant war.
Unsurprising. I would not be surprised about devils fighting for dominance.
Yeah, it's in those video game documentaries about the Doomslayer and stuff like that.
Strange.
Some friends apparently knew one of the Slayers. Actually, he caused a big old thing to happen in Zafira a while back in Market District. Opened up some portals from hell and had a bunch of demons invade Market District trying to take down Malleus McKay or something.
I see. I assume this was long ago. Otherwise I'd be hearing more of
Decent
it.
while back now.
After all, I had heard no mention of it until now.
There's a guy here named Charles. Bald dude talks like he smokes 40 packs a day. You could ask him
yes.
about Slade and the demon invasion. He would know about more.
I imagine I would probably anger him I imagine I would likely anger him by doing so. So I shall refrain. People who live through traumatic events tend to not like reminiscing of it. Without reason, of course. I know I certainly have to keep recounting the means of which I got here. There's the man with the incredibly archaic car again. Pretty strange. Oh well. So even by your standards, it's archaic. I see. Then it must be truly so. I do not know. Regardless, you had been wishing to discuss my current status. As it stands, I'm still being looked over. I managed to get a defensive system working again, hence why my tail is no longer covered in cloth. She has most of her systems working, but she's hesitant to use them, and I will not force it. Well, she unfortunately cannot help the quiet part, I'm afraid. But I imagine so. After all, you definitely have been I definitely feel like you have been holding up well since you got here a few days ago. Better than simply curling up into a corner of a street and dying, crying, at the very least. That as well. I've simply been trying to assist where I can. Ranged assailants I can't really help with currently, but melee assailants I can assist with handling. are supposed to be, yes. Certainly dug into that creature's flesh when it attempted to charge the gate. Some strange, hostile hive faction. Seems to be disagreeing with the ones that have made ally with the rust buckets. Come to think of it, we have had very few encounters with ball cultists lately, and I feel grateful for it.
Yeah, because what the fuck is shit ton of them off the face of the earth a couple of weeks back.
Which is well.
And I fucking love the shit ton.
So in that case, all we need to worry about are rogue scrappers and this red hive.
With scrappers, not here, because they're going to be part of that. Maybe outside the bay. And then the crimson cunts, yeah, just fucking like ripping off.
Yeah.
They'll do whatever.
Very
As
well.
long as the cunts are dead, that's all I care about.
While I am not sure of how much of a devilry they are, I will not allow them to cause harm to this community. I will admit I have had few opportunities to practice my faith lately. Streets have usually been busied enough that I haven't had the time, unfortunately. I imagine Marcus could do with getting a few more things off of his chest. If you ever wish to confess any sins you may feel you have, feel free.
Sky, big old moth, avoided. Big, annoying. This one's fucking big though.
Oh, the large moth has returned.
Yeah, this one's got fucking red eyeballs this time, not green.
Red this time.
Yeah.
Interesting. I do recall another person saying it had radioactive properties. I'm not sure how directed it can be. Oh well. But as I said, if you wish to get something off of your chest, be it a sin or just simply a guilt, you know where to look. I'm free to listen, or I suppose in your case, read. You are most welcome, Nixie. Are they supervised? They feel like they look like children playing soldier. While I won't deny the behavior, I think it would be wise for someone to at least keep an eye on them. Unless one of them already has taken that role.
Damn. I mean, thanks. Damn. Your bodysuit lost some pieces.
Apologies, SC. But I do realize you don't have you have the unique property of not being able to be interrupted. At least verbally. Though I won't lie, I imagine people would not be rude enough to try and slap the picture out of your hand as you're trying to draw it. And well, if they are, I don't think anyone will blame you for getting violent.
Well,
Yes.
it's like I'm born with it.
Probably not to stab immediately, but enough to show them that you could. Apologies for this demonstration, but I was more thinking along the lines of this. As a simple demonstration purposes. I would say possibly go with that. And if they try to escalate, then I imagine you may have free reign.
It's very simple. You just go to.
People here definitely agree on the defending yourself metric.
I mean, feet. It's very simple. You just go to LF. It's something that belongs to them.
Oh, what's happening now?
I feel like it.
Did you all just plug your ears and start twiddling with your thumbs?
Let's see. Well, I don't exactly have a ranged implement. Looks like he's moving to deal with a problem. And judging by that, it's likely a ranged implement. Ranged issue, perhaps, but no harm in going to see.
Would be a nice armor to use.
I suppose there can be, but we endeavor to at least be cautious. Yes, come along.
I think that's a new fucking record. How long did it go? Like 2 weeks? 2 full weeks? Like not to
When is it not population?
What's happening at the gate now?
Giant Mothman
is attacking.
I see.
It's red Mothman, not green Mothman, so it's the bad one, not the good one.
I see.
The green Mothman, you can just... The green Mothman, he just shows up, you do a little wiggle, he fucks off, and he doesn't kidnap you.
I don't have that fucking fancy ass shit.
Cryptid around here that I need to go tell
Yeah,
the fuck
the red Mothman is attacking.
I see.
Oh, it's attacking. Yeah, I don't get paid enough to deal with that.
Mothman directly.
Cryptid attacking, not my pay grade. I'm out. I was
I am willing to assist.
I have a tips give a shit scale. If it's a big threat, you engage with it. If it's not a big threat, you go, not my pay grade, not my job.
Kinda close. It's not my job around here.
Let me see if I can assist, if nothing else.
Then we have the JW scale of threat detection. If his claws are out, it's probably a bad threat.
I see, they're firing into the sky.
Yeah,
At a Mothman.
it's a giant moth.
The only way you can fucking see it are because it's ice like a gun.
Goodness. Goodness gracious me. Well, if it attempts to get to ground... If it attempts to get to ground, I shall be ready.
But it is indeed not the Mothman that looks like that.
Very well. Cafe is a good stay. Is at least a good barricadable place. It is called Cafe Barricade after all. goodness. Good lord. Good lord. There's excessive force, and then there's this.
Okay, really simple. It's person that's trying to door, and not me. They haven't opened the door and just closed it again.
Marcus, can I get the code so I can hear them? You know, I'm security team. Can I get the code just to, you know, make sure everyone
Your chat has not rendered this area in a while. That's probably why it's lagging the fuck out. Judging by that, I'm assuming it's handled.
It's dead. It's dead. I'm gonna put a top around it. There will need some people to help carrying this damn thing.
Very well.
Apparently it's a...
You wanna get stage 4 fucking testicle cancer? Be my guest, bro. I'm not touching that thing.
Radioactive in nature, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
I'm
organic.
We're squishy. So I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, bro. I'm not trying to grow a third ball. I'm good off all that.
I see. I can assist with carrying. I'm not exactly organic.
Well, your choice, man. Do what you want. Yeah, God bless.
He has a fucking cross.
Oh, Jesus fuck, it's like the similarities of you guys fucking taking over.
Bless that thing, bro, because that thing, I don't want to get sick.
Oh, if I didn't get 180 degrees of lag the moment I turned around, Jesus.
Okay, I got
keep the... You got one? Are you, like... Do you know that thing's spewing radiation, right?
Yes. Yes. It's bleeding. It's bleeding. And
Yeah. I can assist with carrying, if nothing else.
Yes, you're right. But we'll take it from here.
Took so much to put down.
What is he?
Yeah.
I might need.
Welcome to fight dealing with fucking cryptids.
Yeah, I know. I fucking know already. From the same place as Charles.
Oh, that's right. You know what this thing fucking is.
Strong arms. Make sure it's not LF, because I don't like LF.
Okay, alright.
Very well.
You guys all see that there's like this massive, like the pool of blood is sort of starting to spill out onto the street, and it's sort of like there's like a green glowing liquid like mixed in with it.
Oh dear.
Alright.
It's just sort of like you're getting it, but it's sort of like goofing.
Am I speaking an alien language?
You are a little too far away, I'm afraid. What were you speaking?
Go find someone who can outlift me.
Very well. Very well.
Be careful.
What?
No, my suit is sealed, it's not radiation proof.
God fucking damn it. Guardian folks try to help with this.
I think they're a spider, I see.
That's Gaiax.
They identify as a spider.
They should try monkey.
Happy to see you as well.
IX has asked for synthetics to help with carrying the cryptid's corpse.
You are fine.
Synthetics, mind, considering it's still got radioactive properties. SC, I may require your assistance. The cryptid's been dealt with, but it is still radioactive, and we need synthetics in order to actually lift the thing. If nothing else, our claws will gain leverage.
Okay. Where did the big one go? I don't know.
Mothman's dead, you're good.
I think the big one left out.
Yes, we're still needing to move the body, however. There's actually a surprisingly little amount of actual synthetics.
Just make sure you have ways to clean off the radiation.
It appears that the person that drove in appears to have a power washer of some kind.
Okay. Difference between cells and your immune system.
Excuse me, coming through.
Alright.
There are surprisingly little synthetics in the area.
I would recommend not being here. The blood is pouring out from this guy. He's reaching over here. So
Oh, is it?
at least there.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Well, going to need ways to clean up the blood as well. However, that we can do.
What's your car just in case it's radiated? You might want to get that washed.
Strange.
So here's what's happening, IX.
Strange little
We're
bugger.
just having his dump truck. We got the. We'll throw it in the back of his truck and get it from there.
Absolutely in tears. That washed. Reaching over here, so I would recommend being a
That'll be a terrible idea. String up a pull there and there, and just literally just.
The damned flux demon is working overtime, it seems.
Get the fuck out of here.
Greetings, Marcus.
What?
Mr. Finnegan,
Hello.
the body of the cryptid is still radioactive. I would not suggest drawing near.
I gotta go through a decontamination process anyway now.
What the? Nothing. If nothing else, we can wait for the train and we can use our claws to help gain leverage. If nothing else, even if it is a mundane way to utilize our equipment, it is at least a way to help the community. If the flux were not trying to take me every 2 seconds. Good lord.
Everybody over here good?
Toronto has not arrived with the truck. Radioactive cryptid, please step back.
Alright, cool. Well, unless you're, immune to radiation or whatever you're wearing can protect you from it, don't be over there.
Yes. At the very least. Ah, here it comes now.
Just back up. Just back up to the curb over there.
That shall do.
Need you to fuck off. Shoot! God!
That shall do. Let us assist.
You get that, Toronto?
Let us assist with leverage.
Hang on.
Okay. Okay. Because they crashed.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. Alright, cut.
I actually got pretty close. I need. Yeah, but like I need.
Good lord. Your chap fucking hates when I turn around in this place.
But, like I need.
I would help carry it in.
Toronto, get the fuck out of here before you get radiation sickness.
What do you mean? Okay.
Just sit in your truck.
Metal can absorb radiation alarmingly well.
Do you have a lead suit you can put on?
I also left that at home.
Of course.
Alright, cool. I'll just give you some iodine and you should be fine.
I see. Very well then.
Did you just use that to jump over us?
Leverage.
That's pretty cool. I like that. That was cool.
Claws are a versatile tool, alongside a weapon.
Where am I dumping the body?
No idea.
I don't know. See, ask Cupcake if he wants it and take it wherever the fuck he wants. He feeds off of this shit, I think.
Okay, what do you want to do with the body? Because you're
what the I mean, the thing is, I do eat off of...
snapping. What do you want to stump in the body?
Don't eat that.
Snapping. What do you want to stump in the body?
We weren't plotting to.
Anywhere outside. Just anywhere. Just down the road.
Okay.
Very well.
Okay.
These things have cops around them.
This thing is heavy, but you managed to lift it.
Give me assistance, I see. Thank you.
Well, yeah, like, what, do we just...
And then...
So what, do you just want me to fucking help there or something?
There.
It's in and ready.
There are seats.
I just want to do it inside the wall. Do you mind if I help?
Very good.
I'm not going to get in.
Every little assists.
Make a mental footnote. Everyone here involved just carry this fucking thing up to get the... Okay.
Very well.
So before
I can take care of that.
You can?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Assuming this is not harmful.
God, I hope I have enough.
This cooler is also probably fucking just passively radioactive.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't have anything to like clean this shit up. I can just. No, that's their fucking problem. It's a dump truck. It can tip back and they can just dump it out wherever.
Hey, just do that. Okay.
Very well.
You can just...
Actually, we should do that over there, not in the pool of radioactive blood.
Oh, yes.
I can't
No.
clean myself. Yeah, you don't want to come down here. We're fully radioactive here.
Do you wish for us to be against the wall to at least ensure saturation?
Sure, line up against the wall and face it. Now, I mean, no, you're good. I don't give a fuck. Just stay over on this side of me. Can you put those away, or is that just you? No,
These were what I used to gain leverage on it.
We just passively beat around it.
Thank you very much.
Alright, turn around. And lift up the bottom of your feet, if you can. Thank you.
I wish I could do what you're doing right now.
And special equipment. I used to fucking fusion engines were my specialty, so I had, you know, special shit made for the radioactive materials that I had to deal with. Alright, you're good to go.
Thank you very
Next
much.
person, assume the position.
Can I?
New outfit? What the fuck does that
Same
say?
outfit. I just...
Broker?
I don't know. I think so.
Hey, broker? Alright. A specialty, so I had, you know, special shit made for the radioactive materials that I had to deal with. Hey, broker. Alright, you're good to go. One moment. You know, you're still good to go. It's just that your last person's gonna... Come on. I love hearing more gunshots while we're out there.
At the very least, they seem distant.
Arms out. Thank you. Who are you, by the way? I don't think we've ever met before. Right?
Designation is on her armband.
SC.
Oh my lord, can I stop lagging, please?
Well, I'm Tobias.
Flux is very hostile.
And I get bitched at by IX for whatever the fuck goes on. Alright, you're good. Well, you know, someone's gotta take care of this shit. Alright, do you want the pat downstairs as well?
Yeah, sure.
That was a joke.
Make sure nothing else.
Alright.
I know. It is a process that is better to be safe than sorry.
Behind you! Don't back up, IX. I'd rather not get fucking stepped on by your big ass. Alright, you're good. Anyone else? Is that everyone?
Come along. We can at least report that while the body has been dealt with, the blood still needs to be... You know, unfortunately we do not have pressure washing capabilities. Light guide you. At the very least, we've had the radiation removed from us at the very least, which is good. Let's step some distance away, just in case. The flux seems less violent here. Well, we have a moment, and you can cover the paper, and I can cover your paper for you if you wish. Tell me what's on your mind. I imagine with a dump truck, it's not... I don't like to speak a full sentence without lagging the fuck out. Jeez, At the very least, a dump truck does not need to worry about radiation. Metal can absorb it well, which is exactly the reason why we were needing to be decontaminated. I do not wish to pass the nature of a radiation sickness on to others.
She's made a drawing of what appears to be her, who's scared of everything that's around her.
Yes, my apologies. This is a new environment, you don't know much. I can at least try and tell you everything I know. You already know the city in which we're currently residing. Let us... Let us retire to a seat of some kind. Cafe might be a little crowded right now. Let's dismiss to make sure any lingering pieces of small amounts of radiation that may not have been cleansed, or at least have that time to dissipate. No, odds are good we are completely fine, and I'm just being overcautious.
I can feel those energies.
Actually, I didn't even check. Yes, it is looking a little crowded currently.
Oh, hello.
Hi. How's it going?
I use this to walk.
All right enough. Man came by, tried to kill
Yes.
Hopefully you have been well.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Finnegan is all the staff we had just passed is the one that runs this charity.
What's that? The moon.
People here are strange, to say the least, but most of them are helpful. Most of them are at least kind enough to not be aggressive. And those that are quickly shut down by everyone else. I love lagging for 10 seconds straight every time presumably someone swaps avatar or leaves or joins. For 10 plus seconds even. Why am I lagging so much constantly? Usually I'm not doing that in Bay. Holy shit. You know, shit's just frozen right now. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if I were to somehow check Task Manager and it's saying like, there we go. Jimmy, we're still in waiting. Music comes back just fine. Holy shit, okay, this is... I would not be surprised if I come back and I have been disconnected. Because this is definitely disconnection long. Yeah, okay, what's going on? Usually it doesn't, like, lag or in character flux for this long. And usually the heads up that VR chat seems to have stopped theoretically shitting the bed is usually when my VR headset actually starts getting the picture back in. Look at the music seems to intermittently come back. Why do I feel like VR chat just straight up crashed? Although, to be fair, if that were the case, it would have taken Steam VR with it. I feel reasonably certain the worst I've ever had to go like this is usually if I'm playing Terrors of Nowhere. Yeah, no, VR chat's just straight frozen. Like, I can move around and I can access stuff just fine. What happened? Oh, we might be getting picture back as soon as I point it out. No, never mind. Yeah, VR chat is labeled as not responding. Like, completely unresponsive right now. Oh, nice, we're down to this again. Where it's too much. Even Steam VR cannot handle it. I guarantee when I do come back, I will be disconnected. When you're ready, VR chat, it's only good. You've only been like this for the past like 7 years. Yeah, okay, you're able to load a new video on YouTube just fine, so I'm assuming... Wait, hang on, what? You just loaded back up. Wait, oh, I think Oculus might have just completely crashed. Because Oculus's icon on the taskbar was on the right. Usually the icon, like, order goes Oculus, Steam VR, then VR chat. I'm assuming what happened here is simply Oculus itself straight up crashed and had to restart. But somehow didn't take VR chat or Steam VR with it. Thus causing a right fuckery. I'm really sorry about this. I have not had this happen before, actually. Not on stream, anyway. Look, at this point, it's not coming back. I know that. The shit's been going for too long for me to reasonably assume that it's actually trying to end. Yeah, there we go. Let's actually force quit that. And give VR chat a hot minute to actually wake the fuck back up. Because I guarantee I'd already been... I guarantee I've probably already been disconnected from the actual instance, like, probably 3 minutes ago, I want to say. Don't you just love technical difficulties? Thank you, Oculus. Very cool. I'm really sorry, Nixie. Holy moly. I was in the lobby the whole time, but just frozen because, you know, that might have been quite possibly the harshest lag out I have ever had in my life. Like, I don't think anything in Fight Finder or Meat Rack or wherever else ever lagged that badly. Because, again, I'm 90% sure the Oculus, like, dashboard thing actually straight up crashed. Which is super fucking weird. Problem is, now I have to wait for everybody to load back in before I guess, re-emerge in the...
I understand I already have us order out so fucking much, but now we're definitely ordering out. Fuck this.
And now I have to wait for 58 people to load their cash. Naturally, as soon as somebody in their own little loading diamond starts walking up to me to try and ask something. Oh, Christ. Yeah, no, I think I ended up lagging so hard enough my Oculus dashboard straight up crashed. That's probably why my VR chat also fell suit. Yeah, I just have to wait for everybody to load their caches before I re-emerge. Give it a second. Oh, now you're unpacking. You were just like loading cache for like 2 minutes. Presumably other people were still loading. There we go. Yeah, now I see him.
Do you know what wasted footage in the PUBG?
Oh no. May factor as visitors here. I currently am a resident, so let's run this again. Sorry, Nixie. Sheesh. Okay. What the? Seriously?
Okay, so I can only grab it with one. Okay, so I just got it.
I start lagging to death the instant I move the fucking... Start lagging to death the instant I shift it back over here? Why? Incredible rudeness. Okay. Now we seem to be fine. Okay, returning.
Can you go?
See, knowing damn well this is rendering a lot more area immediately. As I walk around at free FPS because I'm a psychopath that refuses to use avatar culling. Especially in a place where long-range shots can absolutely happen. Let me guess, there's still people that are loading. Okay. Alright. Really? Okay. Okay, the flux is slightly releasing its grip upon me. Very, very slightly. Let's see. I'm so sorry. The flux got to me. It's still got quite a lingering grip. Some kind of force that acts out in this place. Seems to grip people's minds. Yes. What was I saying? Before the flux fully, or that damn demon fully grabbed a hold of my mind. Oh. Fantastic. That was it. Strange as this community is, many people look after each other. I wasn't expecting to be living amongst organics, much less be cared for. Well, you've received care as well. Receive care not just from me, but from the community that, is willing to look after. Artemis and Void were also immediately willing to see about fixing any problems that you may have. After all, I won't lie, you are my lifeline in order to get the rest of my systems online. I apologize for the mild amount of mounted pressure for doing that, but that's simply the truth. You were able to be a navigator under the pressure of your squad. Well, if your story is anything to go by, not even the pressure of a closing bunker door can truly stop you. At least here, as long as we are able to give alongside receive, then goodness and mercy shall surely follow us. At the very least, for most of the days of our current life. And I imagine with some of these people, with the tenacity some of these people seem to have, especially the programmer on the hardware people, I imagine even if we were to suffer a fatal error, we would not stay in that state for long. Even if our regenerative properties could be cut off. And though the wicked may attempt to pound at our gates, we remain steadfast, and we work together. Let's see. While I may show it, evidently, I'm not quite a team leader. I mean, unless I'm simply your leader, currently. Which I'll admit may be a little bit of a stretch. I'd say the person I would wager to be actually team leader would be Mr. IX, or whoever else is head of the security detail. Nothing else, you'll be looked after.
I was supposed to be here like an hour and a half ago, so like I'm...
Miss Hexie, if you're willing to assist. Apologies to accidentally invoke a bit of authoritative measure over this. I'm not exactly your squad leader.
You are a squad leader?
Used to be, yes.
Oh.
Used to be back on Copper 9, yes. SC here requires assistance with such of orientation. She seems to be fearful of most things, which is,
I see.
given the factor of this being a new
I will not hurt you.
environment with many new people, is understandable.
My name is Sentinel. I am French-shaped. At least that is what people tell me.
Well, I apologize for still slightly tensing up upon mention of your full name.
Problem, you can just call me Senti.
That was sufficient.
Senti and Exi.
Senti, Exi, SC. I'm the only one that doesn't fit this paradigm. I'm the only one that doesn't fit this paradigm, I'm afraid.
Last establishment that atomizes you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, X. Hello, Artemis.
X. Yes. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Very well. I'm doing well. Anything else?
You just see her grit her teeth.
I'm doing fine. I exist. I am operational.
Imagine existing.
I know. What's that like?
I don't know. I am a synthetic being.
As are the two of us, yet we still feel just fine.
There we go.
I am learning.
She ungrits her teeth, it just goes away.
She used to be a navigator.
Spell it out for you. I'm a sorcerer.
Please come in out of the coolant train if you're willing.
Okay.
I need not have you stand just outside of the awning.
Magic is very well. At some point I will get used to my thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can readjust it. I can readjust that. Just give me a second. There we go.
I might have indirectly done that.
That is fair, but sometimes it's nice to... Well, the coolant does help our core temperatures plenty. There is such a thing as being too cold, however. Hence our propensity to still wear clothing. Even outside of modesty.
Reminds me of being like not even governed anymore. Life.
Yes, Saphira City, I keep hearing the trials and tribulations many people go through. At the very least in this community, we're at least endeavoring to make sure that that is lessened. And as far as I know, that cryptid attack was simply a freak accident. It's unlikely to occur again. If I recall correctly, cryptids are meant to be rare by their own definition. Well, I've been trying to evade saying anything along the lines of it's being really nice today. No conflict, because at this point I fear I may be jinxing it. But today I didn't even have the chance.
Her eyes all dilated.
The green, as far as I'm told, the green-eyed Mothman, you can just apparently do a little wiggle and it'll go away.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
What?
That's entertaining. Get my leg game.
Yes, the strangeties of the land are inevitable, I'm afraid. I'm afraid me and Exie might be the only two that slightly look alike. At least around here, it seems. Outside of the League Foundry.
Not the Navy, the EV.
No, well, we also have someone who is a ship captain, so we could have brought the Navy, but...
Windows open.
Well, let's just focus on the city. Let alone the planet or the system. One step at a time. You cannot map out a place all at once. Start with the smaller pieces, the streets. She did used to be a navigator, so it's a good the factor of this being a full new environment might be... Is it a shock? Good, then I am at least good at intuiting, if nothing else. During the role, due to the nature of the roles of our kind, the drones. Any exotic places? Well, there is another reason we're under the awning. It allows her easy access to write without a coolant messing up the papers.
That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating.
She draws what is quite possibly the most, like, well-detailed cross-section of an entire bunker.
Bunker. Quite an intricate-looking bunker as well.
Hello.
Perhaps such a thing simply...
If we were talking
not such
artists,
an
Wallflower is actually wonderful. You know, sketching me and everything.
Perhaps if I see Wallflower... Perhaps if we see Wallflower, we can see a comparison. But another time. She is a navigator, meaning that her role was essentially for mapping and routing. So to good, the detail is probably to ensure that it's easy to understand. After all, were you to map out this place, you would simply start with the road, mark where everything goes,
You got something new
then the
going
buildings.
on? Give me a spin here. Give me a spin. Let me see. Let me see. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Approved. This
All right,
is really
all right.
nice.
That's wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Damn, this is like a fucking party.
There appears to be a cooking show occurring
You should
inside.
also
Interesting.
kind of got, you know, damaged a little. Might have a hole in it.
Something like that. You just got back from a mission, apparently. I want to hear
I
all
was
about
She has a
there.
partial drawing of the general area.
Oh, what was happening?
I see.
There was a lot was happening. Also, we got the ride. Also, we got the.
Was it like just transportation gone wrong? Was it like salvaging?
We were trying to get more like, and well, I just went. Give me a spin. Let me see. Wait.
Oh my goodness, scrappers that bad?
Like, come here. Spare parts for some.
I realize I need to be cautious when it comes to turning my neck. It seems to invoke the damn demons. Damn little flugs. Worry not. Oh yes. Yes. It is not somewhere where we lived, but somewhere we often endeavor to breach, we'll call it. Yes. Especially from a... Actually, what angle is it at? Like ground level, ceiling level?
It's the entire thing. It's a cross section. I said when I fucking made the thing.
Well, yeah, I was just meaning what angle, like looking down upon it, looking up.
From the side.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway. Yes, you... You seem to make special highlights of the vent system as well.
What's with the Laura Croft get up? I mean, it looks good.
I did not spot a laser sight. Odds are good something may be happening at the gate.
I'm pretty sure what's his face is in the D4C's up on his tower.
Oh, right, I had forgotten that was an extra tower. I had not seen that manned.
Charles, I swear to God, no.
Come on. Yes, I believe you had told me. When did Miss Grin grow? Odd. Possibly a magic influence. I'm used to her being around this height. I do not know. Yes, I'm assuming you'll feel more comfortable and less afraid in this place once you've gotten a more detailed map. I see. That is also another good reason why you are asking me to show you around. Yes. Do you have a habit of making a map out of every bunker you reach?
Hello.
Depends on your thoughts at the time, I'm assuming. I see.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Business is doing really well, really well. I recently made big deal with the Hive. I made a bunch of money, 15,000 credit. Yeah, pretty good.
Well done.
Big bucks, big bucks. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm getting closer to my goal
yes.
of 100,000 credits.
Credits are the main form of currency here.
Yeah.
Though I'm afraid.
But now, boy's missing 26,000 credits. Almost there, almost there.
Closer and closer by the day. At this stage, you are 74%.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We've got all these, and then after these, we're going to start saving them more and more and more, then getting more advertisements. Bo is already in the works with getting billboard up. And then Bo is going to purchase factory to up candle production. So even more candles. And I have to start hiring people to
Do you
go
imagine
out in
you
the
will
streets
attempt
and
to
sell
find an old one around here to repurpose?
Oh yeah, there are lots of abandoned factories around here. We'll probably have to meet with Balthazar guy to
I simply assumed there was.
a small plot of land.
She's drawing something to say, as if to say, is there a difference between company credits and regular credits?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, thank you much, thank you much. All right.
I'm afraid so.
Have good day, have good day.
At this stage, I reasonably assume that since we are cut off, since we're not on Copper 9, we're cut off from the company JC Jensen. So I imagine our company credits no longer mean anything. Although I have yet to check. But...
Oh, that's a litter basket. What a litter basket.
I'm not sure how compatible the card is. At least I was given a card. Yeah, okay, no worries.
It's already on. I think there's like, I think they're gonna air an episode soon. It'll be. Yeah, I know.
That would be wonderful.
I promised I wouldn't prance around anymore. I tried it.
That would be wonderful, Miss Lexi.
I love seeing that.
Charles? I was not aware. The same coughing Charles that I saw go into the cafe during the start of the day. I see. Well, If that's the case, we can talk with him. Not sure how much JC Jensen's credits can be exchanged, but excellent.
I believe so. We have done the funny. It's time for us to leave. And we've got an ultimate weapon.
I see. Then he is a rare man.
Where did the big one go?
Even if I did briefly think he was simply wearing one black glove. No, it looks charred. Yes, I was going
do
to
you know where
question
X is?
what happened to you.
Oh, Ata. I asked for him to do this.
Yes, I assumed some form of magical influence.
But yeah, have you seen like a Artemis/X?
They went by a few moments ago, but well, there they are.
You riding
Yes.
the cyber race?
Yes, we had seen them actually.
Wow, damn, that's really good. How's it going?
You riding the cyber race?
Yeah.
If I weren't so worried about my friend right now, normally this would melt me into a pool of lesbian acid on the floor. But
Excuse me?
Understood.
Taking pizza roll.
don't worry about it. I said weird shit.
Very well.
And I stand by the weird shit I said. Okay, there it goes. Alright, my brain's calming down, so here comes the gay again.
Wanna come to the bar with me?
Well, in that case, we could see about seeking out Mr. Charles before the location closes away. See about converting our company credits. I see. Well, I don't exactly know the way to Waterfront District, I'm afraid. The last and only time I had been to Waterfront was via the aid of Marcus during the lockdown from Leap Foundry. Mr. Inky.
Hello. I am feeling way better.
I see. That can help. I did receive a device from Artemis. Perhaps we can then just utilize that to make our way there. I see. That way, when we're ready, we can see about making our way there directly, and we can map out the way when we're willing. As it stands, we have not had that much need for credits here currently, but it is a good thing to pay attention to, if nothing else. Although, if worse comes to it, perhaps you could act as a liaison for us. Yes. You're a kind woman, Exie. No. It seems the flux took a hold of him. Poor soul. But yes, I'm willing to hand mine over to you. If I recall correctly, it's been a long while since I actually double-checked. But this should contain, if I want to, last I recall anyway, before that incident, about 740 JC credits. I'm not sure. Best case scenario, it converts 1 to 1. But odds are good it might convert to 2 to 1. Though which way, I don't know. I'm not sure I doubt it's that valuable. But considering that I had already seen another disassembly drone in Waterfront, perhaps Mr. Charles may have more need, may actually have more use for the JC credits than I anticipated. So it might actually be 1 to 1. I'm not sure. Perhaps you can simply ask him.
Horrible looking creature, what the hell? What are you? Are you mushing me along to use the restroom?
Oh, that's Mr. Charles, actually.
Sorry, I need to use the...
Very well.
It's really hard.
That could at least help our situation, does he? At least in a monetary sense. How many do you have? How many do you have on your card? Assuming you do have one. Oh. I see. And I'm afraid I'm the only one with a card. Did you have any way to store credits? The card, yes. I suppose you must have lost it during that incident that brought you here. I'm amazed mine is still functional, I'm afraid. Well, if you're willing, Miss Exie, I will not argue. After all, this thing may not have that much purpose. Oh, 740 JC credits. If nothing else, you are technically a part of my team at this stage. I'd say we can split it. Very well. Yeah, you may take the card then.
If you tell them to stop and they didn't fucking stop, then yeah. You can kick them or some shit.
Thank you very much.
Just fucking shooting them right away.
I didn't. I started beating with pickaxe first.
So what's going on?
Debating on the nature of company credits and the nature of exchange with Exie. But she currently has just purchased my own company card.
I see.
Tell me about that. Feel that just as important as you.
He's a fearer man.
I was simply the pilot and squad leader, so I suppose I could just be the liaison in that case.
I got enough
That was the case when it came to spending credits as well.
Some things.
A person that hangs around
What
with
you got?
detective terrorist a lot, Tyler, shot a friend in the face. This close.
Is he, sure?
And execute him, so I had to put myself in front of him.
Well, we have leads. We have coordinates, and at the very least, you're a little more comfortable here. That is all I can ask as of current.
Sure, why not?
You're most welcome. Oh yes, JC Jensen Company credits.
Fuck is Bitcoin?
What?
Last time I went was, I know, our cupcake was there.
Oh, so I just lost money. Gotcha. Oh well. I suppose that's what I get for Gotcha. Oh well.
The place got held up.
In fairness, she's probably...
Check on some place.
She is probably hyping it up accidentally. Mind you, if I recall correctly, when it came to the nature of credits, it was 10 per head, wasn't it? I see. Yes. For lack of a better term, I believe the rate of which we earned credits was about 10 company credits per worker drone disassembled. And, well, you already know what that means. I've said before, and I will say, I've said it before to you, actually, and I'll say again. My sins define my being. I may be barred from the gates of the Lord's land, but that will not stop me from trying to help guide the faithful to salvation. I am at least glad then that I do not need to recount in detail.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, it is both a nature of what we are designed to do, and also the means of our survival. Especially considering that on Copper 9, worker drone oil was the easiest way to regulate our core temperatures. At least in my case, I made them comfortable and ended them as painlessly as possible. Even if I did earn some ire and chagrin from my squad mates for it. But I am above needlessly causing pain. At the very least outside of a hunt protocol.
Thanks, Charlie.
Everyone's moving at quite a clip. So I suppose the easiest way is that card more or less has the price of 74 hits. Although, I would not be surprised if you're in your line of work you may have surpassed me. And you probably have as well, let's see. That's fair, you probably weren't keeping track. Though I used to be the squad leader, so I had to be... Mortars? Oh. Well, unless you investigate the site of the explosion, it's hard to say for sure.
That's because you don't count with mortars.
Exactly.
It's a fuse. You trigger the fuse and then it slams into the ground and things.
Yes. That too.
Counting target. Oh well, I mean, yeah, they kind of turn into PB&J.
What?
They turn into jam.
I had not heard that acronym. My apologies.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Sorry, I come from a much different location. Or is it making butter out of peanuts?
It's making butter out of peanuts.
Oh, well, I am correct. Were I not? Let's see.
Can't milk a peanut. No, you
nothing,
mash
it's
it
just-
up enough to where it's a paste, like a butter.
Yes, skipping the churning process, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That does remind me, I probably should see about learning cooking.
Well, they're more jam than butter. There's also figure of speech involved in this. No, it's murder. I mean, yes, it is murder.
Hello, good looking.
But you're doing it with a mortar because of, the fact you're doing it for whatever reason.
If I recall correctly, that madam did a different kind of buttering.
No idea.
Oh well. Wait, did you already take the card off of her? I see. Well, you seem to have the air of a military man, so I will not bother you for tales of service unless you are willing.
I prefer not to talk about it.
And you don't have to. Welcome back.
Oh, I've been back for 3 or 4 years.
I was meaning to engage,
Since I
but
came back
yes.
into Zafira. Oh, motherfucker. Sorry. Some people say welcome back instead of thank you for your service, because it's like people want to go back home more than they want to be thanked for taking part in wars that some folks don't even agree with.
Well, my apologies for the confusion.
No worries.
hyperlag again. Give it a second. Okay, why is the picture actually vanishing? You still see a bit of it. VRChat didn't crash. You know, we're just in the stage of hyperlag once again. Oh no, we're coming back.
I'm not a queen either. Fight.
I'm out of chess pieces.
Back instead.
Apologies, the flux demon took a hold of my mind.
No, not that guy. I said that there are people who would say that if you called me the king of the homeless. Because the hobo king has resurfaced. His acolytes have taught me breathing techniques.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. Fucking wild. A usurper for the hardly a usurper. For me to have been a usurper, I would have had to claim it in the first place.
People
which
just
I
had
never
a habit.
have or did.
People were just having a habit of calling you it then.
More specifically,
I mean, you are one of the few to actually call me by father. Which I am thankful for.
There's a charity here? Is it
Yes.
open?
It usually
What kind of
stays
charity
open
is
until the streets fully close.
Like a soup kitchen, like, what would you call it up there? A hostel?
Bunking.
That's pretty dangerous, close to like near the gate. I've heard a lot of bad things over by the gate.
well, the issue is that gate got put in because things kept attacking the charity. So
I see.
Yeah,
it's about the closest
the
we
gate
could
was
get
telling
it.
me about it. He kept saying there's enemies and bad guys. I don't know what kind of enemies and bad guys. Yeah, the
Murder
wording of it's a
cultists.
bad guy. Murder cultist?
As far as I know, those have died down.
That's a first for me. It's quite interesting. But yeah, thank you. Is there any way, like, you
No
can donate
problem.
stuff to the charity, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. I've heard a lot of terrible things. I'm surprised there's a charity here.
They do their best. People are in a rough spot out here.
I've heard these people at this charity must be wonderful people to be doing that in a town like this. I've heard so many terrible things from the locals.
Yeah, BO9's one of the few places that actually have a charity that isn't just a fucking scam, so.
I'm one of its residents, and I do try to assist however I can.
Do you guys, is it mostly like this all the time? Or is it just like
Been
this all
like
the
this
time?
for last several months, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be more.
I
Yet,
see.
any potential altercations seem to be growing more sparse. Thankfully.
Yeah, and then just today was a fucking oddity, and that shit just hit the fan. For
But we
hours.
were able to handle
Anyway,
it.
I need to head out, so you'll have a good one.
Light be with you. Lord's light be with you, Charles.
You as well.
Yeah, I lost contact with my buddy. It was like he worked for my company. We're We're with Docs 5 News. We're kind of going around the. We have like we work for a company, right? And we go around the universes and like areas to see the integrity of the communities, seeing if they're very welcoming.
Little ass, come here.
That guy's chasing.
Right now. You get down here right
Worry not, some people have a habit of engaging in chicanery, violent or not. Usually non-violent in this case.
I have here on my thing that these people here are very violent. I've heard they shoot newcomers right on sight.
Well, if that were the case, I would not be here. And nor would she.
Well, I heard they make exceptions for certain individuals. I'm getting because they say you're synthetic.
Yes.
Synthetic is usually the blanket term,
synthetic.
Yes.
Yeah, see, they told me something about that, and they said certain people are more willing to accept those of the synthetics, but I don't know that if that's to be them the true.
I don't lay eggs.
I've not heard of any scenarios of a newcomer being shot on sight. Most people are usually cordial. Possible that those newcomers were simply hostile right off the bat.
I see.
And
So if
received.
you're hostile to them, I write this down. If you're hostile to them, they'll be hostile back to you. Got it.
That's usually how most areas work, I'm afraid.
That's just how he is. He's alright.
Pretty troublesome child.
He's normally well
I see.
He's normally well behaved. Oh, fuck. Oh, I stand corrected.
Did he have some kind of flavor stick?
Goodness.
You. Flavor stick.
Well, I'm gonna go make my peace and go talk to some other people. I'm kind of just checking the place out, seeing if this is a welcoming group of like an area. See if I can bring some fellow company men to check it out. See if we can. If they have a charity, I feel like we should try helping them out. You know, we're
People
a very
are
kind individual group.
due to the other companies in the area. I imagine the reason why people are apprehensive is just simply due to the nature of the Leap Foundry Corporation's actions in the area.
You want two?
I've heard them talk about that. I've heard they're doing some pretty awful things. Is this like a common occurrence?
I've not seen it, so I have no choice but to take their word.
Still keep behaving.
Property? But they're. What do you mean? They're like So I don't use this term loosely, but like where I come from, mostly robotic people have their own personalities and own life, and we treat them as people.
They do. The Leap Foundry.
Exactly.
I see. That is truly awful.
After all, you're quite a personality, aren't you?
Is it like what do they do? Do they like do they attack the robot people, or they just consider them just nothing but like just machines that be used for labor?
You guys would know better than I would. Also, it's nice.
It is likely Miss Exie actually knows the most. She is completely new. She has only been in this area for 3 days. I only a month.
Nice. Oh.
Miss Exie would likely know more, if you're willing to ask her.
I don't want to improve myself on that. I don't want to intrude myself on that. I don't want to, talk about something they had a horrible past with. I like to respect the people's boundaries and that sort of stuff. But I'll just take your word on it and trust in that.
Well, Miss Exie was attempting to assist you right there.
Oh, were they? I didn't hear them speak. My bad.
Oh no, she writes in notes.
Oh, notes. I have that turned. I have that turned up. Let me turn that up.
LOL.
Oh, sorry, here you go. You dropped your reading glasses.
Yeah. I actually, yeah. There we go. I actually, yeah,
Okay.
they fell off. what a coincidence. Yeah, but yeah, wow. I see your notepad. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, I see. U9s. Oh, you called them. As you call them, yeah. Where I come from, we were mostly the robotics. So we call them. Some of them call them robotics. But unless they give us a name, we'll say robo or robot. Hey, robot, or hey, what's up? It's too short. Nothing degrading or anything like that. Just until we get their names.
The ones here might consider it degrading because of how the word came from the word slave.
It comes slightly loose.
I see.
So they prefer synth to robot.
Synth. I'll have to remember this. I'll have to try to remember this. Sorry, I have really bad memory. But
If I recall
appreciate it.
correctly,
Sorry.
calling someone robotic implies they don't have autonomy.
Well, robotic becomes a thing of where I'm from personally is we're all robotic in a way because we're all manufactured by something other than what we think it is. We are very different in how we speak of the term, and then we're very
Yes.
some of the you would say robotics are more prideful at being called it because of how architecturally they're made and how much work was put into them. But that is different from your situation. I feel like this situation is a lot more different here.
Ah, hello, Mr. Marcus.
And I'm.
Oh,
Hi, Marcus. Mr. Marcus.
Hello there.
howdy. Hello.
How can we help you, good sir?
I'm doing good. Just wanted to say.
That's a very proud girl.
I hope you.
It seems he was caught by the void.
Well, I hope you're not being attacked by the flux like me. Yeah, the void. I also hope you're referring to people as
I
sins.
understand. But I was wondering.
He's
learning. MMR tonight?
It's very hostile of you to come at me like that, I would say myself.
It's a hope of mine. You know, I'm wishing you the best.
That's very strange.
Perhaps, but I do mean it that I hope it'll be a thing for you.
Stick your hand out to the right.
Sorry if I don't believe a man who's garnishing a weapon.
Core temperatures are
as I am
rising.
unarmed, as you can see.
The weapons on their back, I
Garnishing, I
think.
suppose I'm wearing it. Do you see it in my hand?
Sorry, where I come from, we're very against the ruling of guns, and I just said it's very we're very against that. It's very threatening.
Oh,
to
you're
certain
Californian.
individuals.
Oh, that's fair, that's fair.
God damn it.
Oh my god. That's so real, out of character. That is so real.
I've heard some really messed up things about Cali.
But I am learning a lot about these the people here of the synths, and I'm trying to. I like that there's a charity in this community. It's very nice.
Don't you work at this charity, Mr. Marcus, or is it just mostly the cafe?
Yeah? What's up?
Miss Marcus? Didn't you work at this charity, or was it just the cafe?
Yeah, I volunteered there. If people need help or hear about it at the cafe, I can help direct them here and do volunteer work.
Just gonna quickly say I'm gonna head off home.
Life is far too short for us
And
not to take
I'll
the
come and
good
get my
risks.
payment tomorrow morning if that's okay.
In the till, there'll be 200 credits for each year.
Okay.
I've gotta go prepare something for MMR ahead of time. I have a celebration to plan.
They were making out underneath that street lamp.
Whatcha? Whatcha?
But I'm learning a lot about this town. I'm still trying to figure out what happened to my other
I'm
partner.
making a message for you, and we're gonna make some plans.
He reported he
I
came
have to
here,
go
but I haven't seen him
plan
since.
celebration.
If you ever see him, he's he has a thing with his head. He's not really
Celebrating
smart.
wildflower.
He's kind of on the
Great.
spectrum. He has a white shirt and a camera. And he's Asian looking.
She did something great. Number one, she stood up for herself against a
I
bully.
see.
That's good.
Same purple bitch from earlier.
Yeah, we are very welcoming and trying to help anyone to find work. We're very very
That is well.
nice people.
They're making
Their
celebration.
name, his name is Isaac.
Some of y'all need help.
My name is Bard.
I got a bit of energy in me again.
Very well.
If you're coming by the MMR at any point, would love to have you there.
He's a very nice guy. He's very wholesome. He's the kindest soul you ever see. He just gets confused and scared. He doesn't like loud sounds. He's quite a wonderful fellow. But he does tend to get lost.
In that case, he may potentially be past the gate.
Double person.
Past the gate, I'll have to take a look.
Good to see you.
But I've heard it's pretty dangerous past the gate, so I'd have to ask someone to help me. I would probably look into that.
Be safe.
I could be willing. It's not so late.
That is fine. It's fine. In case anything's happened, I have company procedures to do stuff, and we'll find out if he's a-okay. But I appreciate you guys talking to me. I appreciate the hospitality. I'm gonna report this bank is the people of this charity is very welcoming. So we'll see what I can do to for the synths, you guys. If you would be also welcoming later down the future, I can also bring over my representative of the I would say our synths to come have a chat with you guys and see what we could do to help some of the synths here, because I feel like that would be a great push, unless the corporation would let us in here with our own synths. I don't know how welcoming they are.
I suppose it depends. Well, they don't seem to raise they don't seem to raise too much of a argument here. Though I imagine other areas of the district that may be different.
I see.
Well, if I was able to come in here, same with her, without Leaf Foundry problems, you may be able to come in normally. I'm assuming the train over there actually does lead to other districts, so likelihood you'll probably be able to thread them through there.
I have to take the train from a desert, and then I just throw down my little pod, and I just get out of this type of dimension I'm in. But yeah, I just come to the train. The reason why I had to go to the desert is for safety reasons, and also the safety of any people that are nearby when I do that.
Yes.
Actually, JW, if most people come here by train, what's stopping, like, ball cultists or other threats from just getting on the train and getting off?
Well, they would have to simply find a very long way around, which would likely lead them in Leap Foundry territory, and we've already determined the issues that they have with them. The train conductor, that is actually also a very good point.
That makes sense.
After all, I do recall running a train is a difficult thing.
Yeah.
And otherwise, they would simply have to go through us in order to get to the train, which is a difficulty I need not explain.
His name was Clemens.
You could just say hi.
You didn't say hi.
Core temperature's nominal.
I was just waving back.
Waved at them.
Good.
I was just waving back.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay. Hello.
Well, hopefully everything's going good around here.
Alright, I am gonna go
Yes.
take my piece and head off on the train. But thank you guys again.
Very well.
No worries.
Lord's light be
They
with
say
you.
good things about this place.
I'm assuming everything at the gate has fully quieted down.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Sounds like it.
Had to clean up radiation over there, too.
Yes, we at least helped assist with removing the body that was causing it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Yeah, he kind of did.
What?
They're gonna twist your story.
Maybe, but no one will take it seriously.
Aren't they bankrupt already?
I don't know.
The streets appear to have emptied out for now. Cafe has closed its doors.
Mm-hmm. Well, most people have left around the gate and left back to their area. So this place is gonna close up soon.
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of overslept on the train ride and had to catch a different one.
Oh dear.
Oh, you went to loop it, didn't you?
What?
Well, I kind of
They
just
didn't
got
have
off
a
at the
round-trip
next station and bought another ticket.
Goodness me.
No round trips for you.
I mean, I have the money, but yeah, it wasn't nice.
What?
Wait, and he took it off?
Goodness.
Because if it was a meat one, well.
I see.
Did he keep saying stop hitting yourself?
Oh. Oh dear.
Is everyone just sort of kissing each other in the bay tonight? There was already the people making out at that. There's already the people making out at that wall and
what?
Getting frisky.
And then over here being lovey-dovey, and then another one trying to ask each other out for a date. The thing happening there in the
yeah, like, wasn't Valentine's Day like 3 or so days ago? Yeah.
Wait.
3 days ago? Yeah, this.
Oh, you arrived on Valentine's, didn't you? That. Surprisingly serendipitous in that case.
Too bad no one's gonna tell you you're getting red from all the affection.
I joke.
That we know of.
Oh.
Lucky you.
Wait, X, if you're red, then how can you tell if you're bleeding? If you ever get hurt.
Blood is a lot darker of a red than that.
Oh.
That too.
I mean, I doubt it would look
But
like
Exy-
Ixie is melting.
But Exy, you've already got so much drip on you. I can't tell the difference.
I am fortunate to have learned this word. Well, our visors do have the capacity for blushing. I know that.
Really?
I can't exactly do it on command, so this was the easiest thought. My apologies, I see.
Wait a minute. Generally, people tend to get red-faced when they're drunk, but obviously since you're synths, that... is there anything that, like, sort of has similar effects, or...
I'm not sure.
Are there flavor sticks that would make you drunk?
I'm not sure. The only flavor stick I have sampled so far is one that simulates the taste of oil. The same thing I would normally consume. And what's good, so would she. So I am not sure of it. It did feel nice, though. It feels as though I am constantly sipping at it. Like I'm actually being not so wasteful with a drone's body. Like some squad mates. Unlike some squad mates I can do. My apologies.
Past stuff as a pilot?
Yes. I had recently, well, sold, I suppose, my company card to Miss Exie, for I have no more use for it.
Actually, you know what?
I believe she had already handed it to Mr. Charles. So...
You know what? Since everyone's being so affectionate to each other, and I think you guys are kind of... Actually, you know what?
Oh, are you for... Oh... Oh, I see. You didn't point it at us, so I'm assuming not the case of us. May we see?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, goodness. That's quite good.
Well, I think it's better than, you know, just making out underneath a street lamp or just walking up and kissing someone.
Oh, yeah, take it back. For a moment, I thought you were going to take a picture of me in SC.
I mean, I can do that if you'd like.
Oh, for goodness sake. Not what I was asking.
Is this
Not what I was
seed
asking.
photo show? Wait, a bat! That was weird.
Better safe than sorry. I thought I was going to barrel straight into you. Oh, must we? You're fine. I'll think of this as a team picture, then.
Smile.
Very well. Goodness.
I'll forward that to you on Metagram if you're on it.
This is the very first time I had ever heard of such a thing. At least I'm pretty sure. I probably heard it in passing, actually. But I do at least have a device given to me from Artemis.
Yeah, I'll put in my number.
That will work.
What's yours?
Presumably if I just simply send something to this number.
Oh, yeah, got it. Okay.
That was
I'll send that to you in a bit then. I'm kind of curious. If everything's closed down here, what is going on at the gate that's so interesting?
I will not lie, my interest has grown a little bit. If
I'm
everything
really
has
curious.
calmed down here, then presumably outside has as well. Possibly making it an opportune moment to actually do a bit of scrap running.
Maybe I'm a little angry with him, but that's just because he, in a panic, yelled at her.
There's hardly anyone at the gate.
Out of my head, demon. There. Goodness. Appears to simply be discussion.
Listen, here's a mixed bag here, okay? I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy listening to you. I enjoy helping you. But also, I don't like seeing you harmed. So just like the same reason why you would go put it
To each other today.
just not bruised up right now, I would also go over and want to help take care of you too. It's a mutual back and forth. You know what I mean?
I swear, I am not going. Currently, I just simply think of you as a squad mate, or teammate, and as whatever we call it. I've only known you for 3 days. I'm not going to fall for you
Let me say this to
immediately.
you,
Oh
genuinely.
no.
Anything I do with you, you're okay.
If that were the case, I don't think. If that were the case, I wouldn't have had 740 credits on my card.
I'm busy and you're busy, but that's okay.
If I were so easily manipulated.
You take your time.
Sure.
And I'll be here. I'll help
It'd
you.
be nice to travel with someone so good.
And I will not lie, I have currently spent longer with a worker drone before
How does that sound?
absolution.
Good. Good. I like it when you like things. Okay?
Alright. Y'all going on an expedition? Take care of yourselves.
Actually, if they are, would it be wise for us to join them?
You'll be safe. Here, take
Hmm.
this. You might need it. And you a plastic bag with nothing in it.
Perhaps it would be wise for you to simply stretch your legs. Come along.
Lotions. I mean, a plastic bag is
You've
always
played Manhunt, haven't you?
We can accompany you at the very least, if you are heading out there. I do need an excuse to see more of the place.
Should be safe.
And things have calmed down
That sounds
currently,
great.
so it might be safer now.
The guy with
I like the
the
smell
guy with the
of
fish head gave me a bag and told me I can use it if it's dangerous. I think he played a lot of Manhunt.
Although I've also never really had one of these characters
Strange.
myself, so
Well, you're about to. We can still go out and
Did you just come from way over there?
First, well, you first for me, and then you.
Rather loud, some of those. Well,
Anyways,
come along.
expedition time.
Let us go and wander. If nothing else, it will aid her comfortability in the area. Draw
So
you.
is Finnegan really the only other person in this place who carries around a staff than me? Because I got mistaken for him once just because I had mine out.
All things considered, if I knew Finnegan before you, I probably would have assumed that you were his child, actually.
Do I look like him?
I don't think so.
No, striking resemblance.
Perhaps a more rugged version. Essie. Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away. I know a simple mapping is worthwhile, but best not to leave our squad mates behind. Look at what we have right now.
It's not the first time I've been mistaken for someone else, though. At the meat rack, someone thought I was some guy named Aiden just because apparently he dresses edgy or something. Apparently he does shadow stuff too. I've never seen him.
I do not know.
He's a
Oh,
druid?
sorry. Shall we keep up? She's a navigator. Her main interest is actually mapping and routing. So it's a good doing this will at least allow for greater comfortability in the area. Perhaps in time, perhaps we could end up with a full map of the place installed into the charity and the barricade.
That sounds like it'd be useful. It'd help keep you from getting lost. So he does do shadow stuff. I need to talk
I
to
see.
him. I need to talk to this Aiden guy.
I suppose it's wiser for you to keep that in your to-do list, then.
Well, but I haven't seen him yet, or at least I don't know what he looks like.
It is concerningly quiet. I can't tell if I'm hearing servos in the distance or if I'm simply hearing my own whirring. But perhaps it's me simply being used to being on edge in an unknown environment. Let's not venture past that gate.
Why not?
Lit up doorway in such a dark location? I've seen this before. And not... That too, actually. It is most likely just private property, actually. Best
What
not
are you guys looking for? Or are you just walking around?
wandering
We're just
around.
looking around.
Staying
Alright,
careful,
I think it's
mind
best
you.
to wander a different direction for now. Yeah.
Yes.
Over there, that direction is over that building is also private property for now. But if you walk that direction, you'll get closer to the hive territory, like the good hive.
Very well.
And also scrapper territory. So enter at your own risk, I guess.
Very well. Thank you, Mr. Bucky. Oh, have you received word from Miss Void and Miss Artemis?
No, I've not.
I was told Artemis was trying to reach out to you.
They were, but they're sending me a packet of stuff after the street closes.
I see.
Hey, I
At
gotta
the very
go.
least-
I'll see you later. Fucking
Bye.
We're still working things out, it seems. It'll probably be a while before I have my systems restored. We'll call that event the restoration.
I'm sure it will be good soon enough. But I did get a call that I was needed, so over there.
Yes.
So I will be
Very well.
taking my leave. Have a good one.
Very well. Come along. I see your mapping is proceeding apace. At the very least, me and SC have close range, and you seem to have long range. I'm not sure what you specialize in, Mr. Inky.
Shadow magic, so it's mostly ranged, but
Very well. 2 ranged and 2 melee implements.
I can still fight up close. Just from a range.
Well, to be fair, true, this is also technically a range. Just a range is this distance instead.
I like my long sticks.
That seems to be another entity roaming around. I've seen it within the gate, so presumably it's alright.
Hasn't hurt anyone yet.
We could see about the good hive territory, or at least it's probably easier to call it the allied hive. Let's stick to the roadways. Go along. I know that no sun exists.
I really don't see them making any honey.
I do not believe they are bees. I do not see stingers on them, regardless. If anything, me and SC are closer to bees currently.
Oh, do you make honey?
More on the fact that we have a tail that stings.
Huh.
Flesh is weak, blood is cheap. But
Does
the
it
free...
come out when you sting?
It's an injection. I believe I've described it before. Nanite acid. If we are able to stab and inject, say, this lamppost, it would dissolve.
Wait a minute. Actually, is that you?
Oh! So it is.
Dimly lit, but...
Yes, that's Mr. Mercer.
You didn't tell me you were street
EX,
famous.
it has your glasses. I'd say it's a good artist rendition.
Oh.
How's it coming along? I see. Rudimentary, then slowly more detailed the more we stay in a place. I see. Then you must have spent a long time in that bunker. How many drones were there? Actually, yeah, it's pointless to know, as you weren't exactly keeping count. Rest assured, at least, if you do accidentally get injected with nanite acid, I can neutralize it.
How low on the pH scale is it compared to, like, regular acid? Like,
it's enough to corrode even me.
so, like a solid -7, then.
We'll go with that, yes. Fuck tech. Leading imbecility. I do appreciate the rather creative means people have for being against a corporation. I do slightly hesitate to wonder what they would think of JC Jensen.
JC who?
The company that created me and SC, alongside other drones you may have found. Alongside the worker drone of Socket. Large looking factory. Have either of you two been out here?
Once there was a tall-ish hive guy standing here. I said hi, and he kind of just growled at me, so I just backed up. That was before we were fully allied with them.
I see. Likely a grunt in that case. The simple and such. On patrol, I see. Then you know likely spots. Or at least enough to potentially form a pattern. Excellent. If you're willing, I shall have you and SC take Vanguard then. That way you can at least point out to her and she can map it out. The quietness reminds me of Copper 9.
Path to the right that circles back to the road.
I see.
We can take that if it's best.
Presumably through the other side of that intersection we passed. Close to the gate. I see. Shall we work on that? Very well. Odds are good drifting further that direction will likely lead to the Allied Hive and or Scrappers. Come along. Slightly more haphazard barricade. Actually, let me check something. Oil. Good to know.
A delicious treat that can't be beat.
Useful for regulating my core temperature, same with SC. Good to keep on hand, just in case the coolant rain ever stops. Also good for mitigating hunger. This area is the most well lit.
Yeah.
Loading dock for a large factory, it looks like.
I'm actually somewhat visible around here.
Although having a glimpse at your nature, I imagine that might actually be more cause for concern.
Actually, I know it's a common belief, but having light shined on me doesn't really hurt.
It wasn't that, it's more the fact that you're more visible. Thus I would assume paranoia over a potential ambush, which... Well, I used to be a squad leader, so paranoia is natural. At the very least, we will have plenty of advance warning should a vehicle come in on these streets.
Yeah. Actually, I think this is the only place with a good amount of open road.
If I didn't spot that the road turns, I would have thought briefly that the lampposts stretch into infinity.
Actually, XCSC, does this place lead back to the bay? I
believe you told me this road does round back to the intersection next to the gate.
Okay.
Yes. Apologies.
I was here last time as a different character.
Lol. A figurehead? It doesn't look like a figurehead of Leap Foundry.
Looks like a snake demi-human, but with his eyes crossed out.
It is concerning only seeing the silhouettes of buildings.
He's the tribesman of the
Waterfronts.
waterfront?
Waterfront's figurehead, then. Name of Nemesis. Quite an oddly apt name for the people.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah,
I
what?
just heard something weird. It sounded sort of like, I don't know. Maybe it was from a distance.
Could be Hive. Large trash pile. No, scrap. My only assumption is that either they are either people who create these piles or it's either more public or something else. Or they are at least brazen enough to assume people will not take. Let us assume this direction. This way more conclusively leads back the way we came. And by that I simply mean it looks like it leads further towards the gate. Permit me to check. No, I simply was unable to see in the darkness. It is but a dead end.
Oh yeah, I could have been using dark vision this whole time. I'm so silly.
Oh. Oh. Discarded synthetics.
Huh. Yeah, that one kind of looks like IX.
Similar model, it seems. If only that one did have an extra arm. Perhaps they could have looked like they were holding hands.
Maybe, but I think that one with the eye is from the people who make the butterfly ones.
Ah, yes, I could see the gate from here. Fortunately, we don't appear to have encountered resistance, which is fortunate.
Yeah, it's actually been pretty peaceful.
Since we could see the gate from here, may I ask for permission for a brief detour to the left?
Sure. I don't have any objections.
Very well. Always good to get the squad's thoughts before deciding. Plenty of crates, both in a way to breach the wall, which seems unnecessary.
It sounded like fun. I wanted to do it.
See how effective it would have been, yes. Sizable amount of extra scrap. Miss Ixie?
Ixie?
Must be standing near the gate. Ah, there she is. I've gathered a sizable amount of extra scrap. Not sure how valuable this could be, but... Nothing else, I can store it. Because I had heard from Miss Senti that scrap can earn credits.
Wait, really?
Apparently she earns credits via scrap runs alongside her efforts at the cafe. Yes. If nothing else, I can hand this in for a small amount of credit.
Other than the scrappers themselves, do you know who would pay for scrap? Just in case I ever come across any good scrap.
Highly possible other businesses may take scrap for their own business. I don't know many in Waterfront. The only one that could come into mind would be the garage in the meat rack area.
Oh yeah, maybe.
A high possibility. Yeah, so we return to the gate. I imagine since we definitively did head out, they probably have someone on standby for us. Worst case scenario, we will simply have to jump the gate.
I have terrible news about the economy.
What?
I think you might have assumed wrong.
And unfortunately, I do not know the code.
Hello?
Entirely possible we are the only ones on the street.
Can't fly.
This doesn't even have a flight toggle, this is more just play space. Worst comes to it, you will have to find a way of us across. No, I saw no one either. Do you happen to know the code?
Yeah, there isn't really. I don't.
Emma? It's either something. It's either a properly secure passcode or something only slightly less than simple.
I mean, I could, lift you over, but, due to the, fourth dimension, it technically wouldn't work. If you catch my drift.
And never mind the fact that disassembly drones are quite heavy.
How heavy?
If I recall correctly, last time I accidentally managed to step on a scale inside a worker drone bunker. 600 or so. I didn't fully read.
Ugh.
I believe they measure in pounds.
Let's see if I can find anyone.
What an issue of not having wings. You're hesitant to bring them out, and I cannot blame you. They are quite devilish looking design, no offense. At the very least, I could see about lifting you across the other side, and you could see about guessing. Try the less than simple first. Worry not. As I definitely recall that this opens inward. Try variations of 1 and 2. At the very least as a starting point. If you manage to hit on it, fantastic. If not, oh well. I apologize for this amount of... I do apologize for this amount of trouble. While we could probably lift ourselves over, we would likely damage the wall in the process. If you attempted to seek help.
None of the there knew the code, so,
I see.
I do know a way I can lift something up to 600 pounds, but,
Listen, we can simply risk the potential damage we do to the wall and be done with it.
No, do you have something that can fly?
I have a different avatar that can fly, we can utilize that.
Okay, just give me a second.
Fine, this also help with lifting.
Just,
There.
Oh, are they going the wall route? I was gonna lift you over.
No, this aids both ways.
Oh.
I assume... Either we are more deaf than we thought, or you did do some kind of weight reduction.
It's just using shadow magic to get bigger.
Oh.
I get a bit stronger too, but I don't use it very often.
Then we are surprisingly deft with our claws. We used to brute force with them, actually.
That's okay. I'll change back.
Apologies, Inky.
Well, at least we're all over now.
Yes. And with minimal damage.
Actually, I'll go tell the people that we made out, okay?
Yes. Well. Yes, your energy reserves are lowering. At the very least, you've gotten a good deal of mapping done. Do you feel more comfortable in the area? Anyway.
I'm gonna run along now. Nature's calling.
I see. Well, we needn't keep you, Mr. Inky. Lord's light be with you.
I appreciate it, but I don't think that's very, good for people like me.
You know what I mean.
I'm gonna run along now. I'll see you later, Lexi.
Lord's darkness be with you, then. Lord Shadow? That's better, actually. Lord Shadow be with you. Suppose if I am to actually have a church somewhere around here, it would do well to at least be more accommodating to all sorts. Perhaps instead for people of a more unholy temperament, I could simply say Lord Shadow as opposed to Lord's Light. Yes. But me and SC should head and rest. I did spot her. Well, that was a yawn, wasn't it? Yes. A couple of times during our expedition, so it's good we should enter sleep mode again. At least we won't have to worry about core temperatures. We spent enough time in the coolant. Go ahead and set yourself up to rest. And I needn't keep you from your other obligations with presumably the other three you are depicted with. Would you prefer light or shadow? I see. That does sound good. Well, Lord's flame be with you then. Be well. I suppose as long as I simply say it's of the Lord, then it doesn't matter what I say. As long as it's applicable to the person. For you, flame. For Inky, shadow. For more generally faithful folk, or general faithful. Exactly, the Lord becomes what he chooses. He is faithful and he is merciful. While I believe I cannot enter the Lord's land, I at least endeavor to make sure other people are. I won't lie, at least I want to wager at least 40 of that 74 were after my faithful awakening. So at least they are hopefully in the Lord's land right now. Even if Robo-Lord, but still, as they called it. But yes, I needn't keep you standing out in the coolant, even if you are used to it. I imagine you would prefer that suit to smell of something other than coolant.
Where is she?
So. Yes. And you as well, Miss Exie. Lord's flame be with you. As I said, if you are willing to want to get something off of your chest, or something worrying you, in a guilt sense, you may come to me. I can try and absolve you.
Excuse me, did you see where, a horned lady and dog, demi-human, did you see where they went? Did they go this way?
I believe yes, not the roadway, I believe they went to the right. Like, I think past into the alleyway over there. Yes, thank you. If there is able to be tuned to a cooking show, perhaps there I can at least learn a technique or two. Actually learn how to cook for once. Huh. I see, are we alternating? Very well. You know, I feel I would have loved you as my squad mate. Same as I loved my other squad mates. But, well, at the very least I'm happy to have you here. Let's see. If nothing else, both of us are proof to each other that we're not alone in this place. Even if I do feel that with the Lord's light guiding me, I'm never truly alone. But it's good to have a bit of tangible companionship. Rest well, SC. Oh, this ship.